ride, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cuz. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Play action, Ryan. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. McCaffrey to the first down and more. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yeats or Gross Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. Complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
45.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive off the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
Switch. Check 52.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. With Devontae Freeman, maybe the final of the big-name dominoes to fall in the offseason. And now, how about this? He gets a chance to play against the Falcons right away, a team that he spent 6 seasons with while compiling close to 6,000 yards from scrimmage. On 2nd down and 4, Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Ito Smith, his first carry, and he'll push his way forward to about the 32. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
There's a run there by Todd Gurley, and we all know he's looking to rebound from the least productive season of his career. And I think Atlanta presents him a great opportunity to do just that. They'll use him really well running it as well as catching it out of the backfield.
Now Ryan on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
17 yards.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So first and goal from the 9-yard line. On first and goal, Gurley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. On the carry, here's Smith. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
All day, every day, any day.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slap. 45.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's going to look deep for more. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Joey Slye to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Ryan. And his throw is incomplete. Hayden Hurst, former first-round pick, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum, I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC, as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
Intended for Curtis
From the
Samuel.
snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come.
Throwing, Bridgewater. This one complete to Devin Funchess.
Good.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm coming after you, Check.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let him know. 45 to Mike.
Here's Bridgewater. That is caught at the 7. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Falcons 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Falcons.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Gurley now. Toss right. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 6.
And there's a catch by Todd Gurley, and that has to remind us that's exactly what we've seen in him throughout his career when he's at his best. He can run it. He can catch it. He led the league in total yards from scrimmage in 2017 with nearly 3,000. Todd Gurley, when he's on point, is quite a weapon for the Atlanta Falcons.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
That boy showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. 45 is the mic. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Back to you. I'm going back to you.
Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll put him at an even 50 receiving yards now in this first half. And it's a first down. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first and 10, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Off play action, he'll throw to start the drive. Flushed out right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. Throwing is Bridgewater. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returnable here from the 38. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10.
45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a second and long.
The tackle made back at the 47-yard line.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long. From the gun, Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
But it's third down.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on third and 4. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
5-yard attempt.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
First down, Bridgewater. He's going to look deep from the... It's caught inside the 25.
Good.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
23-yard line.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here we go again. 45's the mic.
To throw, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
And 4.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful, because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Stop made by Marlon Davidson.
9-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Taken in the end zone. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. Trying to find some space to turn upfield, but this defense having none of it. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2-yard loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep for Julio. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Ryan. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Carolina. Devontae Freeman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21, 51,
Throwing again, Ryan. And he completes this to Russell Gage. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Falcons.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Letting one go deep for a new one. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Taken down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Not today. Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
For this life, I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him lurk, can't relate. Watch him skirt out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the game, on site, red.
54, Mike 54. Focus, defense, focus. Mike 54.
Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
On third down, Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
A 7-yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
45, Mike, 45.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Panthers have got it on cruise control. Sly on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Panthers 38, Falcons 7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Here's a give to Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Again, it's Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Freeman again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Dave Freeman, the ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the gun, Bridgewater to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
At the 29-yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
The 25-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Mike 45. Cut. Hey, check Mike 45.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Freeman. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
14-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, Ryan. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, it's Ryan. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Panthers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw, Greer. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just
look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd down, it's Cannon, and he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Davis will try to run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
At the 43-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
45. Mike, 45. Let's go deep, tighten up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. 70 Lions. Double tight. Everyone's got four down. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Tonight's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle